Chapter 8, Section 6, Volume of Prisms. Now we're getting into this thing called volume. Volume is now a three-dimensional space. We've always, in the past, been doing two-dimensional, so flat objects. So now we're going to add some three dimensions to that, or a third dimension to that. So when you think about that, that's a shape similar to something like this, a box. It's got three dimensions. And the dotted lines are hidden behind there, but yeah, it's a box. And in this case, we're doing prisms. There's rectangular prisms and triangular prisms. So volume, what is it? It's the number of cubic units needed to fill a space. And when we're talking cubic units, they're saying how big of small boxes, how many small boxes does it take to fill a whole larger box? If you look on page number 368 in your textbook, there's some good pictures there that have some cubes in them. Cubic or volume is always written in cubic units. So in the past, we've always done like inches squared. That is square units. Now we're going to be cubed. So inches cubed, or centimeters cubed. So it's a little 3 there, or any unit cubed there. So how do you find the volume? Volume of a rectangular prism. You're going to take the volume, V is the abbreviation for volume, equals your length times your width times your height. So there's three numbers there that you need. In this case, the 20 is pointing to the height here. 36 is pointing to the length or the width, and the 80 is pointing to the other one. So in this case, volume equals 36 times 80 times 20. So you would put all of those numbers into your calculator. You would do 36 times 80 times 20. And you would get the volume equals 57,600. And in this case, so we would have to put inches as our unit, and then the cubed to represent volume. So rectangular prisms are length times width times height. Triangular prism is almost as simple. We have a formula for that as well. And that formula is very, very similar to our rectangular one. The book has the formula volume equals base, and a big B, times height. And what they talk about the base is they're talking about this triangle. If you were to stand up that shape on the triangle and make this your base, or in the other case here, this one here, your base, that would be the base of yours, and then you would multiply by the height. So be standing up there, so the height would be this 5 meters here in this case, and in this purple triangle here, the 9 feet. So we'll focus on the first one there. You have to think back to previous section. First, find the area of the triangle. So we've got volume equals base times height, and my base is the 1/2 times 2.8 times 4.2, because that is a triangle. And then I'm going to multiply that by the height, which is 5. Once you get all the numbers, you can just plug those into your calculator. I'll do it in steps. The base will do 0.5 times 2.8 times 4.2. You get 5.88. And then we'll have times 5 times our height there. So 5.88 times 5 gives me 29.4. So my volume equals 29.4, and it's meters cubed for that triangular prism there. For our other triangular prism, again, we'll look at the base being that bottom piece. So we have volume equals 1/2 times 4.3 times 8.2, because that's the base and height of the triangle. Then all times the height of the shape times 9. So again, grab your calculator. 0.5 times 4.3 times 8.2 gives you 17.63, and then multiply that by 9. Gives you volume equals 158.67. And it would be feet cubed for this one. So a little extra step there of just making sure you get that triangle as your base for the triangular prisms. When you look at the assignment here, take your time going through these. Draw out the shapes on a piece of paper, 1 through 13 and 15 through 17. Have fun.